Welcome back to another episode of Gaifus for Laifus. This episode, we're on episode 28, and this is actually going to be the first episode of 2022. So I just want to start by
Woo.
saying Happy New
Yeah.
Year's.
Yay.
We made it through. It was rocky many times, but you know what? We're here and we're keeping the train moving. So but yeah, no, welcome back. I hope everyone had a good holidays and it was fun times for everybody. Me and my wife, Jessica, we did a little family vacation, which was nice to have. But I'm excited to be back and excited to start recording again. Daniel, Chris, did you guys do anything over the over winter?
I moved, which was cool.
That's exciting.
And then I went to some place Bass Lake, which was also sick. So yeah, pretty good winter break.
That's good.
Yeah.
Daniel, any crazy shenanigans you get into?
I just play video games all break. Me and Chris are both teachers, so the idea of doing shit during, at least for me, for winter break was not appealing. So considering the year that we had, so I was just cool just staying in.
Are you cracked at Fortnite now?
No, definitely not.
Are you cracked at Fortnite?
I think Fortnite is the opiate of the masses. So I refuse to play it.
Understood.
I feel like
Well, they have the new Spider-Man. They got Spider-Man in there now and Naruto.
I love Spider-Man from Fortnite.
exactly.
It's quality. I think he's getting his own movie.
It was a great addition to Ryu and Chun-Li from Fortnite.
Did they add Ryu and Chun-Li in Fortnite?
Yeah. And the Joker. I swear the first kid that pulls up to me and says, like, who's your favorite like waifu? And I say Chun-Li, and they're like, oh yeah, that girl from Fortnite. I'm gonna punt them. Like, it's happening.
You're gonna Hadouken them.
Hey, I will.
You-
I'll give him the spinning bird kick, as Chun-Li would say.
The spinning bird kick.
Yep.
Quality. Well, that's good to hear that winter break went good for you guys. Today it's just myself, Daniel, and Chris. Raul couldn't make it for the pod, but he will be back on next week. So just to start off, I want to go over what have you guys been watching? Anything new? Anything interesting? Today we are going to be talking about ranking of kings. We're going to be talking about episode 1 through 9. But besides that, anything else anybody's been watching?
Kuroko's basketball.
I'm watching games. Yeah.
All right, perfect. How's Kuroko's basketball doing?
I love it. It's
Yeah?
so good. I don't think I'm on the fence of whether or not it's as good as Haikyuu, because that's the only other sports anime I've seen besides Skate the Infinity, if you really call that a sports anime.
Mhm.
I mean, hey, skateboarding is in the Olympics, so
Yeah. So
True.
it's good. I like it a lot actually, but like I said, I think since I've already watched Haikyuu, like that's like the pinnacle for me.
That's true.
So
That's true.
I would put it
Go ahead.
I would put it if like I'm ranking like the three sports anime I've watched so far in my surprisingly not so long career watching sports anime. I'd say it goes Haikyuu, then Skate the Infinity, and then Kuroko's basketball. But not taking away from Kuroko's basketball, it's still really fucking good. So
Is Kuroko's basketball the one where they have the zone?
yeah.
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 Like you're in the zone. That's the
yeah, I haven't gotten to the zone yet. They're not Super Saiyan level yet,
But you've heard whispers.
yes, yeah.
Nice.
But I do like it. It's pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Skate to Infinity, that's the most besides Haikyuu's just released what, second or third season?
No, they're on their like fifth, I think.
For Haikyuu?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll pencil Gunner down as not someone who hasn't kept up with IQ.
I got through season 1 and then kind of fell off a little bit, but working through it, chugging along. Skate to Infinity is the most recent one to come out. So do you think that this is gonna we're getting like maybe like sports animes are coming back?
Well, I mean, the fact you can have like different kind of sports anime, like Kroko's and Haikyuu are like the shonen sports anime,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
nothing but power levels and tournaments. Skate the Infinity, and then like some of those other like really good ones. Like
It's like
what's the
slice of
the
life
badminton
for
one? What's the badminton one? That one is kind of along the lines of Skate the Infinity,
Got you, got you. Well, I know
where
there
it's
was.
like more like story driven and shit.
Mhm. Yeah, that's what I liked about Stars Aligned.
Stars Align, that's
Yeah,
what it is.
they
The tennis
it
one, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like it's not like American. It's like Japanese tennis or something like that, or it's
The
like a
fuck
different.
is Japanese tennis?
It's like a different. It's like different because Jessica played tennis in in high school, and it's very similar, but there's like some different things about it. I forget exactly what it. I'd have to ask my wife, who Jessica, what exact the differences are. I think it's maybe the ball they use. It might be a different type of ball, and
Mm.
it makes it a little different. But no, yeah, that one's good. Skate to Infinity is on the list to watch. I
So
remember I
good.
think it came out what last season
I
or like
last summer.
last summer.
no, what was it? Escape the Infinity. It's such an easy watch. You can binge it. It's
Yeah.
so easy to watch, dude.
Mhm.
It's so good. April 2021. So a couple seasons ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to. I definitely, like I said, it's on the list, but I'll maybe see about bumping it up. Daniel, you said you're watching Demon Slayer. I know we're gonna talk about that season 2 next week, but so far, what are your impressions on it?
Oh, I love it. I think it's if it wasn't for Attack on Titan, it would be the best anime out for the season this year.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, no, I mean the storyline, I know it because I think my issue I passed it in the manga, so I know what happens, but it's cool to see like it come to life.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, no, it looks good this season. I'm up. I'm all caught. I'm on what I caught up to episode 6. Fight scenes are it got intense real quick. This new intro really slaps, and I
mm,
have some more thoughts on it when we talk about it next week. But all in all, it's looking like it's going to be a good season.
yeah.
But okay, going on. Let's talk about ranking a king. So for everybody listening right now, we are going to be talking about episode 1 through 9 of Ranking the Kings. They just wrapped up season 1 with, I believe, their 13th episode. So we're going to go into a lot of it. So this is going to be spoiler territory. If you don't want to be spoiled, you can go ahead and skip ahead. But before we get into any spoilers, Chris and Daniel, just giving general impressions, what would you say about Ranking the Kings?
Uh, well, when I first started it, I it was a recommendation from my from some of my students,
Mhm.
and like I heard about it from like Giguk and whatnot, and I was like, it just looks like a kind of like Ghibli-esque kind of anime. Like it's gonna be cute, good story. I'm like, that's not really my cup of tea. So I
Mhm.
was like, but we'll give it a shot. And I was so like surprised at how good this like anime is. It's really, really good. It's like a medieval fantasy kind of thing, which I'm already digging because I'm a history teacher.
Mhm.
So I was like, cool, I'm here for it. And like the plot is cool. The characters are super interesting. The main character, the fact that he's deaf and mute, I love it. It's so cool. And then they also bring the fantasy elements of like giants and snake charmers and demon kings and all this. It's like the perfect medieval fantasy. And as I was mentioning before we started the podcast, it's like if Downton Abbey and like a really tame version of Game of Thrones had a baby. It's
No,
Ranking of Kings, and
I
it's
def
really solid.
I 100% agree with you. I did not expect there to be as many plot twists as there were. Like,
Oh yeah,
and it's just it keeps going, and like I wasn't I thought it was just gonna be cutesy. We're gonna it's this kid, and we're just gonna watch him like run around. But no, I was really surprised. The art style is beautiful. The story is good. And me and my wife who dress, we binged most of it in about 2 days. And
It's
yeah,
such an
no,
easy watch.
oh,
It's so easy to
it's
watch.
so easy to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good. I think it's great. The world building, excellent. Like it,
Yeah.
and they had what I really like about is it has so much more room to grow. So
Yeah.
they could there's a lot they could do with this. So
I haven't finished the first season yet. I'm really excited to see where it goes with the last few episodes.
yeah,
Because I honestly don't know what to expect.
yeah, where it left off, it's looking like it's gonna be again going into those plot twists. But
Yeah.
it's gonna be a wild one. But overall, ranking the Kings, if I had to give it a score right now, I'm gonna give it a solid like 8.
Same.
Like so,
Yeah, it's an 8.
it has high potential. It's really
Yep.
good. We'll see how the season. We'll talk about our thoughts on the ending of season 1 when we get there. But as of right now, like I see why people were hyped about it when it first came out. So I definitely recommend it for anybody out there. I also think it's very it's a good starter if you want to start someone into the world of anime, because again, you got the high fantasy, and right now high fantasy is in. I definitely recommend Ranking Kings.
It's a good intro anime. I'd agree with that.
Yeah. Okay, but now we're out of the spoiler free territory. Oh, Daniel, did you have anything you want to mention?
No, I think Chris did a wonderful job of explaining why the anime is so popular.
Perfect.
Can I talk about one more thing with Ranking of Kings?
Are we going no spoiler or spoiler?
Spoiler.
Okay, so at this point, anybody listening, we are going to be going into spoiler territory. Go ahead if you want to save yourself from it. Go ahead and skip. We'll timestamp when we're going on to our first topic question. So we'll let you know. But go ahead and fast forward now. But go ahead, Chris. What do you want to talk about?
So you mentioned characters are super interesting. I think I don't know if you'll agree with me, but I think the most interesting character in the show so far is Dolis, the swordsman. The number one swordsman in the kingdom.
Yes.
He is so cool. He is such a good character. The like balance between following the king's orders and wanting to support his student is so insane. And then like his like borderline going crazy kind of like shtick that he has going on, but then at the same time being sane. Like when my man like pushed the prince into that pit of hell, right? And then afterwards the attendant that was really like wanting to protect the prince, when he tried to fight Dolis and then Dolis like destroyed him, but then he cut off his own hand. I'm sitting there like, dude, like this character is so cool.
Yeah, no, Domas is he I'm gonna be honest. I'm still a little on the fence with him, but I definitely agree. I'm gonna agree. I agree. Like he's like, because like it's the same thing. Like, you know who, like, if we're talking about who really surprised me in this anime, like the queen,
what's her name?
I have my notes here.
God. Queen and ranking of kings. I can't type. Queen Hilling.
Yes, Queen Hilling.
Yeah,
that Queen Hilling. She started off as like, I was like, I hate this lady. She fucking sucks. And then in the plot, and again, that's going into the plot twist of it being like, she's actually really like a good person.
Yeah, and no, they did such a good job with like characters that you like at the beginning, then you start hating them, and then characters you hate at the beginning and you start liking them. Like what's the swordsman's name? I said Dolis. Is it Dolas?
It is Domas.
So Domas, I loved him at the beginning, and now I'm like, I don't know how I feel about you. He's still cool, but I don't know if I like him or
you see, that's where I'm at.
And
like
then,
at first, I thought he was cool. Like I was like, oh, he's badass. He's got
he's still badass, but
he's definitely bad. I mean, like
I thought he was like a good guy, right?
Yeah,
but I was like, oh, he's a good guy, but then I'm like, he's kind of a dick. I'm not.
Who the fuck are you, dude?
Exactly. And then the queen. I first couldn't stand the queen, right? I was like, man, she sucks. And then I was like, all right, the queen is really sick. And it's the same with Bebin, the
Mhm.
snake charmer.
Yes.
Couldn't stand that guy at the beginning. I was like, God, this dude's kind of a dick. And now I'm like, yo, this dude's kind of cool.
Mhm.
Not gonna lie. So
Yeah,
they can do such a
exactly.
good
They
job
do.
with
They
like
flip
the
the script.
development of characters. And like, and it's only been 9 episodes. I'm like, dude, how much more can they do? Like, what the hell's going on?
Honestly, and like it's so good. Going into these fight scenes coming up in the last part of the season is going to be so intense. Watching Boji come from pretty much nothing to where he's at now is
Yeah.
it's an amazing journey, and you just really root for him along the way. And what I really want to talk about is, okay, Kage, the shadow guy. What are our thoughts about him?
Okay. So he's actually one of the few characters I don't care for because at first I thought he was annoying.
Yeah.
Right. And then we got the backstory. I was like, all right, tragic backstory is tragic.
It's rough, dog. His backstory.
His backstory sucks. Like, dude, I would not want to be him.
Being raised, dude. Oh my god. Watch and like the crazy thing for me watching it and like seeing like his dead mom get carried off as like a flag.
That shit was metal, dude.
Dude, it's
like,
so metal.
Wild. Like, yo. He's like, so tragic story is tragic, or tragic backstory is tragic, right? And but now he's like he's a good friend, right? But he's just a hype man. I'm like,
yeah, I'm there for more. But dog, you can't tell me that when you find out, like, okay, so right, he gets banished, right, and the snake charmer tells Boji that, oh, he's gone forever. You ain't ever seen that guy ever again. And so, anyways, and then you find out that he's in the bag the whole time, protecting Boji on the journey to the to visit Queen Helene's family. And you find out that he's been protecting Boji every step of the way. You can't tell me that, like, okay, he's
cool. No, he's cool, but
it's great. I love the energy. I love the partnership. I think they both like you said, like I think individually, like Kage, it would be like he's a little shadow blurb, but like paired with Boji and that dynamic, I think really they synergize really well together.
Yeah.
And it's almost like the band of misfits in a sense.
Right.
And it just mixed so well. I love it. It's so good.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Here for it. I liked the plot twist with King Boss and how he like made a deal with the devil basically to be the strongest.
Dude.
I was like, oh, and then like him taking over what's the king's name?
The prince or the new king.
Yeah, what's his name?
Despa. Not Despa.
No, Despa's the one that's training him.
That's training Boji. Actually, I don't have that guy's name. But the son of Queen Helene.
Yeah,
brother.
Queen.
Oh,
Queen.
Dida.
Yeah, King Dida.
King Dida. So
him becoming a vessel for King Boss, and like King Boss like having like this real shady background. I'm like, oh,
dude, because like it was so wild when in episode 3, I think it was episode 3, King Boss just fucking dies, and then a devil just shows up and just like points at Boji and just
like laughed at his ass
and just disappears. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
he straight up laughed at his punk ass, said "hat stupid midget," and then fucking left.
And that's what, going back to like the plot twist, man. This shit is like, it's good. It's almost like what there was another anime that came out a season or 2 ago, or The Shadow House. I don't know if you ever watched.
No, I never saw that one.
Yeah, it's kind of like set into like the fantasy medieval era, but what it tries to do is it tries to be like a fantasy not medieval, almost like fantasy renaissance, like with the royalty and stuff like that. So it tries to do that like tone of like where it's like all fancy royalty, but like with a mystery. and stuff, and it tries to do plot twists. And like I feel that like, Ranking of Kings does it so much better. And like I don't even know if it's just trying to, but it just does it so good. You know what I mean? Like it's so good. Like
Right.
I definitely, like I said, 8 out of 10. It has great potential. I'm just worried with these last couple episodes. I feel like things are going to ramp up too fast, or things are going to just kind of cut off too quick or something. So that's my only concern. But going into it right now, with finding out that King, and now, and that's the other thing that we didn't even talk about. Talking about, okay, so now you have King Boss, and you have the Miran, the mirror, the shadow mirror.
Yeah. By the way, never felt such funny feelings toward the mirror before.
Oh,
That's
damn.
new.
Oh, damn.
The voice, her voice, oh, pinnacle.
Okay, it's actually funny that so me and Jess watched it in both dubbed and subbed. Her voice in dubbed for the mirror is so much more eviler than in the sub. In sub, they make her sound like the nicest lady ever.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I love. So I've been watching it in dub, and I love her dub. She reminds me of Enchantress, the DC character.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's good.
That whole shtick, yeah, she's
in the sub. It's really like really really like sweeter, almost like, I don't know how to describe it. I mean, but like where the story's pointing, like I can't tell who's the bad guy at this point.
Yeah, because she was like, at first I was like, all right, Mirror's the bad guy, like cool. And then she's like only there to serve King Boss. I'm like, I don't know who the fucking goddamn bad guy is.
And then King Boss is like in the background doing things. It's very much like chess. And I'm like, I don't know.
And then King Boss was like, yeah, you can kill my wife. And I'm like, dude, why then? Like, why are you killing your wife?
And then that's like, dude. And then finding out like that he set up the shield of the king. Yeah. Like to protect the queen, like knowing almost like this was gonna happen. Like again, going back to that chest analogy, like it is.
I just think everyone's the bad guy. Hell, fucking Boji could be the bad guy. I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm here for it.
Boji could be. He might be. We still don't know.
Boji's just hustling people like Drake and Josh playing fucking pool. He was like, yeah, I was strong the whole time. Y'all just dumb as fuck. Dude, he's like sitting there like, man, this is neat. He's like, I love billiards.
Nice. Oh, and then finding out that like understanding why Boji, like because he's the son of giants, like learning that the devil caused him, like put the curse, learning that he's cursed, and that's like King Boss took his power, and now he's like, oh my god, it is so good. And then finding out about the snakes. The snakes.
The snake. Yeah, I like the snakes.
The snakes
are
again, like going back to it. I first thought the snakes were the bad guys.
No.
And then they were good. And then
I mean, because we thought fucking Bevin was the bad guy. Then he didn't turn out to be bad. Again, I don't know who the bad guy is. I swear it's gonna be like the fucking mom the whole time. Like they're doing like a triple fucking reverse. Like
there's actually
flea flicker. I don't know what's going on anymore, dude.
It's actually Royal Guard number 3. He's been pulling the strings.
It's the guy that wants to protect Boji. What's Domas's fucking apprentice? It's that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
He's gonna be the bad guy.
That's it. He's been playing it. It's been crocodile tears. I
honestly, it's so Game of Thrones. I don't know who to fucking root for. I don't know what's going on.
Like, I think that's honestly the perfect way to sum it up. It is the kid version of Game of Thrones. Not even the kid version.
I wouldn't even say kid version,
but like the lesson.
It's the toned down, leave out the version of Game of Thrones. Because like honestly, if they had like inappropriate sex scenes in Ranking of Kings, it'd just be Game of Thrones. Dude, you got your magic, you got your fucking swordplay, you got the best swordsman with only one hand now. Like, it's just Game of Thrones at this point. Dude. I'm gonna call Domas fucking Jamie Lannister.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna do some script changes.
Yep.
But okay, overall, I'm excited. I was surprised. It's good. I can't wait to see how it ends. And
Same.
we will talk
I'm
about
stoked.
it and we will see. We'll see. Shit's wild.
Yeah, I should be done with it this upcoming week. So
Oh, perfect. Yeah. My
Yeah.
plan is we probably won't talk about it next podcast, but it'll be tentative. It's coming. We'll have it on there soon.
okay.
But anyways, moving on. Let's go. So we're gonna try a new thing. So every week we're gonna bring every guy who's gonna bring a topic. If we get to the topics, we get to them. If not, it's not. But we have some topics that kind of doesn't have to be exactly anime related. Can kind of focus on
What's going on
what's
with
going
the
on in
week.
the world. Yeah, exactly. But I want to try this out, see how it goes. So I'll go ahead and start. Or you know what? We haven't heard a lot from Daniel. So Daniel, do you want to go ahead and start with your topic? I guess he doesn't. No
No, he
worries
doesn't.
there. No worries there. So
You guys can go ahead if you guys want. I know Chris really wanted to break my heart with this. So.
No, I'm cool. I'm cool with talking about the Broncos. Really, the Broncos, or football in general, at least.
Oh no, that was more of a joke for when Raul shows back up.
Well, what's your actual topic? Because I thought we were talking about the playoffs. Can we do playoff predictions?
we can do let's do so. Yes, for everybody who's not sportsy like myself, it is for football. We have made it to playoffs, and from there, it's shooting for the Super Bowl. So, who is in the playoffs currently, guys?
For the AFC, going from top to bottom, from first seed. Let's see, AFC or NFL playoffs. Let's see. Just so I don't get it wrong.
It's Titans, Chiefs.
Titans are number one.
Yeah.
I thought the Chiefs were one.
Nope, because they lost to the Titans.
All right.
Titans, Chiefs, Patriots are 3, I think.
We are not 3. Miss me with that.
Raiders are 5. Steelers are 7.
No, you're forgetting the Bills. The Bills are 3. They won.
The Bills are 3. Patriots would
be 5, right? Or 6.
6. Because
we're really fucking behind the Raiders.
Our strength of schedule was better.
Oh.
When you have to play Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, and
well, it's not fair. We played the Jets twice.
Yeah, exactly.
That's whack. Whatever.
Wow, we've been making that argument for years, Chris, and now you agree with it?
That's stupid, though. All right.
But yeah, so the games are Chiefs play the Steelers, Bengals play the Raiders, and then Bills and Patriots.
We are so fucked. I'm so sad. I am so sad. All right, so predictions. All right, Daniel, unbiasedly, who's winning between the Raiders and the Bengals?
Well, they beat us last time, so I want to say them unless our defense shows of the same fight that they had in the Charger game. But at the same time, like, this is gonna sound maybe kind of biased, but I don't think the Bengals have had a game like that where like they really had to grit it out in that sense. Because there's like grinding it out, and then just like the Raiders allowing 4 fucking fourth down completions and a touchdown, and then going into overtime, kicking a field.
Sometimes you get tired, man. Like
the Raiders, dude. The Raiders have so much fucking passion this year, dude. I love watching the Raiders play. Like they got so much drive, and our little joke between me and Daniel is they have the Holy Trinity and Derek Carr,
Hunter Renfrow
and Daniel Carlson. Yeah, so I honestly think the Raiders can pull it off tomorrow. I have $10 on the Bengals, but I think the Raiders can pull it off.
I have a 50-50 on it. Like it could be either or, honestly.
Yeah, I think that one of this weekend's games, I think that one and the Cowboys-Niners games are going to be the closest.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. So I think we both agree that the Raiders can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go there. Patriots, Bills.
You're gonna say Patriots.
No, dude, we fucking suck. It's gonna be the Bills.
Okay.
Do you think?
Dude, they got top 3 best quarterbacks in the league and top 3 best wide receivers in the league. We're fucked. Like,
Hey, Raul's gonna be so
it's
happy if the
it's
Patriots lose. though.
so GG, dude. The only way we win is if Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson both get like 150 yards rushing.
Did you see
That's
that?
honestly the only way we fucking win.
Did you know that those Pro Football Focus things? You know that they ranked Damian Harrison as like
Yeah,
the
number 1.
two
Yeah.
number 1 or 2.
It was
running back.
number 1. I was like, yo, Damian Harris. He honestly, his efficiency, he doesn't get many touches because he splits time with Ramondre, right?
Yeah.
But like his output per carry is insane. So I would agree with that. I think Damian Harris is freaking goated. Like,
I'm gonna say Bills. I think. Well,
It's
you
gonna be
guys have the
close.
Belichick. Yeah,
It's gonna be close
I just
again.
don't think Mac Jones can outduel Josh Allen right now.
He's not elite. I get if Mac Jones
If
had
it
like
comes- yeah.
3 more years in his belt, because he's a good quarterback, he'll be fine. But if he had a little more experience, yeah. But Josh Allen is so good that it's like it's really hard to fucking beat Josh Allen.
If it comes down, if Bill Belichick can shut down Josh Allen, then I think Patriots win.
We got a good front 7. So
if it turns into like Raiders Chargers, like Justin Herbert, Derek Carr kind of shit, like it goes up against like it's was Josh Allen like head to head against Mac Jones. I don't think Mac Jones will win just because Josh Allen has a lot of like, I mean, you know, it's
he's
a cannon.
got weapons. He's got a good arm. Yeah, I think so. I was saying that if the running backs show up for us, but also if our secondary, the last few weeks, like have been asleep. So I think if like JC Jackson and all of them like refigure out why they're so strong, I think we'll be fine.
I here's my question, and this is purely, I guess, to Chris. What would it take? What level of how many seasons of production would Hunter Renfrow have to put out to be the greatest white slot receiver?
If he can do, if the Raiders can make it to the playoffs consistently, and if he can perform in the playoffs like Wes Welker or Julian Edelman have in their time in the playoffs, you know, I think Julian Edelman is the greatest slot receiver of all time. And
for someone who I never thought I'd live long enough to defend a Patriots player, I think that's a dumb fucking take. But
okay, so even if you ignore my take, like I don't think Hunter Renfrow is even close to touching the mantle of like Wes Welker or JE. So
I mean nobody is.
But he's also super like early in his career. So
and I feel like I feel like people make the argument Cole Beasley is probably the best like white slot receiver, but
I don't know. I'd say Austin Collie in his prime was really good.
Yeah, but he was.
But he also had Peyton Manning for like ever.
Austin Collie also had so many concussions that they literally told him to retire, otherwise he's gonna die. So
true. That's fair.
That you never want to hear that.
I mean, Wes Welker was also, I think, eventually retired because of that too. Like,
well, the amount of times Bill Belichick said, "Yeah, you're gonna run a slant over the middle." It was during helmet to helmet season. I was like,
right. So Ravens Steelers in the playoffs, and he's like,
exactly. Right. You're like, so you want me to go against Josh Harris or James Harrison and Ray Lewis? Yeah, okay.
Give me that 10 yards, baby.
Yeah.
And then we're just gonna.
Terrell sucks. Hi.
And then we're just gonna dump it to the running backs 5 more times, and then it's your turn again.
Exactly. Okay, so Patriots Bills, we got Bills winning barely.
I like how you added
Buccaneers Eagles is so free.
No, we didn't do Chiefs Steelers.
All right. Sorry, we're sticking to AFC. Okay.
Yeah. This is pure bias.
A fucking blowout, dude.
Steelers.
No, shut up.
Pure spite.
Dude, the Steelers are the worst team in the playoffs. They're not making it. Like, their wide receiver core is too young and bad. Ben Roethlisberger, I'm surprised can still fucking walk. Like, the only good thing about the Steelers is their front seven. Like, if you didn't have and Najee Harris, I'm sorry. If you didn't have those 2 factors, the Steelers would probably be even worse than the Browns. So they were worse than the Browns. The Browns got cucked by injuries. That wasn't fair for them. So yeah, that's a blowout. Don't even at me.
Steelers, all spite. No side, no analytics, no breakdown.
You're not actually thinking about it.
Ideally, a plane crash occurs, and not saying that they all die, but it's enough to maim them to not play football ever again,
It
and the
hurts.
game
It
just
hurts them enough.
the game just cancels.
You kidding me?
Um,
Patty Mahomes got State Farm insurance. He's fine.
He got State Farm.
the point is that if I would rather neither team win.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Niners Cowboys. Like I want no team to win. I want a tie, and then we just move on, like in soccer.
That's fair. Okay, so the Niners have grown on me just because I really like their story. So I'm okay.
I think I like their defense, but
I like their offense, like Jimmy G, Brandon Ayuk, freaking Debo. I love them. But the Chiefs Steelers, I could agree with that. I can't stand it. So I'd be all right with. Well, okay, let me take that back. I kind of like the Chiefs ish. I'm tired of seeing them winning, but
win one Super Bowl and we're like, oh boy, we're tired of this shit.
well, hey, I could see the dynasty happening. I don't want it to happen.
Nah.
Right. Now I know how everybody rates the Patriots feels. So.
Tom Brady still somehow fucking exists, so that's always gonna be a roadblock.
I fucking love Tom Brady. Okay, so if you had to pick one realistically, who would win for the Steelers Chiefs?
Oh, for sure, the Chiefs, dude. Like,
Okay, good. Okay,
that's
so
what I mean. Like I said, there's no analytics behind me. It's pure. I hate the Chiefs.
Okay,
There's no.
so
It's not. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm hoping. Like
okay.
it's
so,
like it's my Santa Claus wish list. Like, dear Santa,
right.
if you could.
Hey, ask for something more. What kind of pony do you want? All right, so Steelers get clapped. All right, NFC. What are we starting with? Eagles, Bucks. Let's get the easy one out of the way.
Bucks, unless I don't know, man. Like
No.
they lost to somebody. No, who did they lose to? They lost to someone stupid.
The Bucks recently?
Yeah,
they almost lost to the Jets.
See, yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
oh come on, that was during AB's like meltdown, dude.
yeah, and he had 4 other fucking people to throw to. I call overconfidence. That's what I say would kill them.
Is this your sleeper pick that Jalen Hurts somehow leads his team to a win?
Oh, they lost to the Saints 9-0.
Okay, but like
who else? They lost to the Saints twice. Oh, Washington beat them. Washington beat them by 10 points.
Oh, come on. It's a fluke. It's just a fluke.
Oh, and then the Rams.
Okay, the Rams are so good.
Beat them by 10.
I think the Rams are going to the Super Bowl. So
my point is if Washington can beat them, then I think the Eagles can too.
Okay, my point. So I don't know. I still think
I give it 60-40. No, 7. I'll give it 70-30. 70% chance the Bucks win, 30% the Eagles pull it out.
All right, I'll go with that. But I think Tom Brady's playoff buff is too OP. So
I don't know. What if the AB thing just like cancers the locker room real quick?
Dude, how? They don't give a crap about him.
Who knows?
All right, so we both got Bucks. Eagles are like the sleeper pick. I think, yeah, I would agree with that. Actually, no, if I had to pick a sleeper, it'd be the Patriots. So
wow.
Yeah, I'm going. Oh,
you get one for each, bitch. No.
All right, fine. One for each. All right, Patriots are my sleeper, and yeah, I'll say the Eagles are my sleeper. No, I'm rooting for the Niners. The Niners are my sleeper. There you go.
All right. Well, there.
All right, so
we have one left. The Cardinals.
We got more. So yeah, so we got Bucks winning. All right, we didn't even talk about the Niners Cowboys. All right, so Niners Cowboys.
No, I'm trying to figure out who's okay.
I'm going Niners.
That's
what I'm going with.
I think the Cowboys are gonna bring it. They've been doing. I mean, they have the better record. I feel like their defense is gonna be a lot better than
their defense is definitely their strong suit, but I think Ezekiel Elliott had been eating too much cereal because that dude sucks now.
Yeah, well, he still has Amari. Dallas Schultz.
Yeah. And is Michael Gallup hurt or is he?
I think probably he's always popping at the ACL or something like that.
I don't know, dude. The Niners have a lot of fucking tools, dude. Arguably one of the best receiving core in the league.
That's so whack, dude.
What do you mean it's whack?
Kittle,
Brandon Ayuk, Debo, dude. That's
no. Ayuk is but I do like
What?
Ayuk is like B tier. He's not.
No, he's like A. He's like A minus.
Debo is for sure S tier.
No, dude, Brandon Ayuk's like
Oh,
A minus tier, dude.
oh my god. Okay, we're gonna do
He only gets a few catches, but they're
worse
like
than
pop off
DBFZ.
catches.
Worse than DBFZ tiers.
No,
I have. I don't want. I don't. I don't care. I don't care for either of them. So
I don't eat. I mean, okay, actually, no, I take
I
it
feel
back.
nothing.
All right, so you don't care. I'm going for the Niners. I think the Niners win that.
I think the Cowboys are gonna bring it home.
They probably do win, but I don't want.
I say plane crash.
I hate. Yes, all right, let's do that. I hate the Cowboys, so I'm still rooting for the Niners. All right, and then Cards Rams, probably the
Rams
best game. What?
You think the Rams?
Okay,
Yep.
first off, the Cards Rams game is the most interesting game besides the Raiders Bengals. You really think the Rams win like that convincingly?
I thought the Cardinals were
yeah.
doing good this season.
They are good.
They are, but let's see.
Okay.
I got this on. This is so they've beaten the Cardinals. One. Okay, so they traded, they went 1-1. But I do think, although I know Matt Stafford, I think coaching is going to come into effect because Cliff Kingsbury, who's the head coach of the Cardinals, hasn't coached in the playoffs, and like yeah, he's figured out maybe this like scheme, but I feel like offensive, if you're going firepower to firepower, I definitely think the Rams win that offensive fight. I think offensive line wise, the Rams are a better team. I know the Cardinals have JJ. I know we're all gonna talk about that, and I know Chris is gonna get PP excited over
JJ
Chandler Jones.
Watt's like
over Chandler Jones.
Chandler Jones, I will. Fuck yeah, I will. But dude, I want a Chandler Jones Arizona jersey just because he's my boy. So
I mean, okay, so here's who the Rams have. Ready? This is their offense. Ready? I want you to listen to this. Guys.
All you have to say is Cooper Kupp. Like you're good. Like,
OBJ, Cooper Kupp. This is their offense. OBJ.
You said OBJ's overrated. So
I never said OBJ was overrated.
He did when I picked him up off the waivers. You're like, who cares?
Yeah, I said because he was with the Browns.
No, I picked him up when he went to the
Rams. I didn't know he was going to go to the Rams.
Yeah, I picked him up when I heard he's signing with the Rams. I picked him up.
Anyways, Daryl Henderson, Robert Woods, Cam Akers is coming back. Sony Michel, Tyler Higbee, Van Jefferson, fucking like all like half of those guys are on the bench, yeah, and half of them would start for other teams.
I'll agree with that. But
I think I honestly, and I'm because my girlfriend's a big Broncos fan. I never admit this out loud, but here we are because Vaughn was a good pickup. Vaughn Miller
was a good pickup. I'll agree.
And then they have Jalen and Aaron Donald. I mean,
but you can't tell me that Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins aren't like the most explosive quarterback and wide receiver in the league. Like, let's be real.
No, because Cooper Kupp and
no.
Let's
no.
See. No, DeAndre Hopkins isn't playing, motherfucker.
Are you serious? Is he hurt?
It's 2 days ago from NBC Sports Pro Football Talk.
All right.
JJ Watt could be playing, but they won't have DeAndre Hopkins.
I rescind my pick. I'm going with the Rams now.
Easy peasy, baby.
I take it back.
Oh, he hurt that way recent. Yeah, for sure. He's not coming back. Dude.
Okay, I take it back. Never mind.
He got hurt the 13th of December.
What other wide receivers do they have besides AJ Green? Like
exactly.
It's doomed. Never mind. Yeah. All right. Fucking Rams all day. I take it back.
Easy. I know. This is the one thing I know.
I didn't know he was hurt. Dude, that's stupid. No,
I know because I had DeAndre Hopkins on my fantasy team.
If DeAndre Hopkins was healthy, dude, the game is like Cardinals favored, but now it's definitely Rams favored.
Okay, so let's play a little game before we move on. I know Gunnar wants to move on, but for football, who wins? Okay, so you take your pick, and then who they play next. So we have for the Steelers Chiefs, the next game, whoever wins plays the Titans.
That's a good one. I'm gonna say
you have the Chiefs winning. So
I'm gonna say the Chiefs. Yeah, I'm gonna say the Chiefs
Okay.
beat the Titans.
I say Titans because again, it could be.
If Derrick Henry is healthy, I can see the Titans.
I don't know, man. Ryan Tannehill threw for 4 touchdowns that last game, and I mean, I know against it wasn't like the Texans or something, but still, like Ryan Tannehill never throws 4 touchdowns.
True. Nah, I still say Chiefs because fucking Patrick Mahomes playoff buff.
Oh, here we go. Here, this will be the fun one. Packers Bucks.
Ooh, God, that'd be such a good fucking game. Buccaneers.
I'm gonna take Packers. I gotta support. I have to support Devontae, dude. Fresno State.
Yeah, so here's my thing. My brain's telling me the Packers, but my heart's telling me the Bucks. So
Oh, okay. So it's biased and shit.
it is biased though, because I know that the Packers would probably fucking smoke them, but I'm gonna say Bucks.
Okay. Last one or last predictions. Who's in the Super Bowl?
Face value? Who's in the Super Bowl?
Yep, right here. Pre-playoff prediction.
Rams, Bills.
Oh shit. Interesting. Okay.
That's my playoff prediction.
I'm thinking the Cardinals and the Buccaneers.
Can't. Those are both
I
NFC.
understand division.
NFC? Then what? Who?
Yeah.
Okay, I
So-
think that Buccaneers are definitely going.
Okay, so that's your NFC pick.
Yeah, and then who's the other one?
Raiders,
AFC
Bengals,
would
Patriots,
be-
Steelers, Bills, Chiefs,
I
Titans.
could see.
yeah.
I could see the Chiefs going again. Patrick
Yeah,
Mahomes is
I-
a magician.
I think they go to the championship, but they don't fucking win.
Chris just actually.
I did. I'm actually to that. I fucking even pushed on my glasses as I said it.
I want to say the Raiders so badly because we don't get my opinion. I know.
No.
Oh no, we.
I
Our,
didn't pick the
next game.
Patriots, dude.
Our next game is like if we beat the Bengals, the next game is against either the Patriots or the fucking Bills. So
I think you probably lose to both teams. So
okay.
dude.
You're just saying that because you guys don't have Cam Newton anymore.
Yeah, dude, did you see what he did for the Panthers? He made them worse.
You mean elite? Excuse me.
Okay.
Hey, did you see that he made them so bad that they're like, "Fuck it, we'll trade for Christian McCaffrey."
Oh my god.
Yeah, they said they have a list of legitimate trades that could happen next. Leash Report does, and Christian McCaffrey's on there.
If they traded Christian McCaffrey, they better get like a whole fucking roster, dude. Like, don't sell him low. But knowing the Panthers front office, they sell him low.
I love it. It would be magical. Okay, I know we took a lot of Gunners. Yeah, Bleacher Report. Panthers willing to listen to offers for star running back.
Christian McCaffrey. Who does he go to? Who does Christian McCaffrey go to
He's
if
gonna
he
go.
leaves?
He's gonna go with fucking Patriots. Watch.
Dude, if you came to the
I will say.
Patriots,
I will say this.
bro,
I will say.
if you came to the Patriots, dude, we have
I
like
will.
3 god tier running backs. Yes, sir.
I will say that the Bill Belichick, and this isn't like a stereotype. I know this is like I know people are gonna be like, this is a stereotype, and it is. But Bill Belichick has had this magical ability to make white dudes like play well on the Patriots. Like I don't know if it's like those games where you have to have the same color to get like the bonus or what, but like the day he makes a white cornerback like elite in the league is the day I will without hesitation call him the greatest coach of all time.
Yeah, his name's gonna be like fucking like Dan White.
Like
And he's on
yeah.
the opposite side of fucking JC Jackson, like the best 1-2 quarterback pair in the league, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Or,
like,
or,
yo,
or he's gonna have like the game winner or something, and we're just gonna go like, well, fucking Bill
Dude,
Belichick knows what the fuck he's doing.
he's gonna pull a Malcolm Butler, bro.
There it is. It's on recording. The day Bill Belichick gets a white cornerback to start in the league is the day I will crown him best coach in the history of the NFL.
You're not already crowning him the best coach in the
No,
history.
not until that.
Oh.
You are not.
Okay.
Yep, you are not elite until you can break the break the reverse color barrier.
So no one's the greatest coach in the,
No.
the history of the NFL.
Exactly. No one has been able to answer
Bruh, that's funny.
what is it, like the 3 planets question or whatever, those like unsolvable mathematical problems.
Yeah. Why is there never a good white cornerback?
Exactly.
All right.
Alrighty.
That was a
Going
fun
on
football
to
combo.
yes, football. It's wild.
Football's great right now.
It's doing good.
We didn't even talk about the fucking end of the season, but that's a whole nother hour's worth of
That's-
conversation.
yeah, there
Let's
you
go. Let's go Raiders.
Listen, I want to the next one topic I think I want to round out this episode with. Chris, your topic. Let's talk about it.
Oh, so my topic: why is Mass Effect 1 not as fun as I thought it was gonna be?
Okay. So now here's the thing about that is that you said 1, which I'll take. I agree. I told you. Didn't I tell you at the beginning? I was like, as soon as
Yeah.
you like Mass Effect 1 is the roughest game out of all 3.
Dude,
Okay, but
it's
yeah. So Chris,
so
tell me. So you played Mass Effect 1. How did
Uh-huh.
how did it go?
Okay, so first I haven't played it. I'm playing it right now,
Okay.
and story-wise, I'm
how's
about
it going?
what? Story-wise, I'm like what 4 hours in, I guess.
Okay.
3, and it's so slow, dude. Like the plot points, the plot points are cool,
Mhm.
right? Like I love the whole idea behind like the specters and an alliance between alien races and humans and everything throughout the galaxy is so cool. But then it's like, dude, like the characters themselves so far, like there's only like 3 interesting characters. The rest of them kind of fucking suck. And it's the gameplay is cool. I do like the gameplay. I'll say my hardest.
Really the gameplay is what?
Yeah, so
I'm offended.
when I play a game like an RPG, right? Most of the time my turn off is the gameplay.
I was gonna
But-
say, isn't it a good thing that the gameplay he likes?
Well, okay, but
yes
I
and
know that
no.
Mass Effect 1's gameplay is cheats. But
Yeah.
supposedly, I thought they revamped it in the fucking Master Collection.
I mean, they do. It definitely the tank, which is called the Mako, is proof that like if I were to die and go to hell, the way I want to be punished is only play like they just give me a controller and the whole thing I have to do is just play those like driving missions to like get to places because that shit makes me want to kill myself.
I will say driving in the Mako
Trigger.
is apparently they revamped it and like made it better. I still can't stand it. Like the Mako.
Yeah, no, it was. I played they remastered it for the PS3, and I was like, I literally the first game you're like, I'm just here for the story. I just care about the story and where this goes because there's a second one. That's it. Like I got into the series on the second one, and the second one is like it's the one that everyone's like, this is like a top 5 sci-fi.
I can't wait to be done with the first one because like
That's
the
fair.
only good characters so far that I like are Saren,
That's fair.
Tali, right? Tali,
Alizora.
yes, I like her, and what's what's Saren's race? The Tauren?
Turians.
The Turians. The Turian that
Garrett.
joins you.
Garrus.
Garrus. I like him.
Garrus,
And-
the Dilf of
Yes. Garrus.
The Dilf.
And what's his name? Caden? Caden?
Oh, Caden Alenko.
Yeah, I like Caden and then Jane. I like those 5 or 6, however many I listed. The rest of the characters couldn't give a shit about. So
You know Rex?
he's okay.
Oh.
Ashley
Rex.
pisses me off.
Ash, honestly, I replayed it, and I'm like, Ashley's high key.
She sucks, dude. Ashley
She-
sucks. I haven't.
She's like,
met
hear me out.
Tasani
Hear me
yet.
out on
What's her name?
immigration. You're like, okay.
Yeah, she's like the wall bigger,
But we're in space, exactly.
a bigger wall. I haven't met Lori yet, but even then, I'm already like kind of not interested
Lori?
to talk. Tasani, what the hell's her name?
Oh, Arya.
Oh, what the fuck? Where did I get Lori from? Tasani, I'm not interested to meet her.
That one hurts, but we'll continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
like characters, they're like, I'm like, whatever.
if they were all tied to a train, multiple train tracks,
Uh-huh.
you could only save one.
Tally, I already know what he's
Oh,
doing.
Tali. It's Tali, dude. Like,
Wow.
Tali is the most interesting character, and I barely know anything about her. I'm just more excited to know more about her.
Gotta get
She's-
gotta get
so-
that romance on, Chris.
I will. So yeah, the freaking it's the characters so far, dude. The
Okay,
characters, I'm like, I
pulled it up.
don't
Chris, what
give
do
a
you-
shit.
What the heck, dog? It's supposed to be a
Oh, yeah.
family-friendly show, dog.
If you okay, so if
Wait,
if
what
if,
is
you,
wrong
if
with Tali, dude? There's nothing wrong with her.
Listen, I know. Listen,
So okay, so we all know. Okay, so here we go. Gunner's like, I would date the human because I'm not like into banging alien chicks or whatever it is. That's what Gunner's telling us right now.
That is not what I am saying. All I am
Gunner
Gunner
looks
would
at the
bang.
elf character in a fantasy game and is like, no,
all
I
I'm
only date
saying
humans.
is
Your ears are too big, dog.
listen. Listen.
What thing can you say that doesn't sound weirdly racist?
Bros before hoes,
Ashley.
dog. Like you're not gonna
my
say
man, my man,
you're not gonna
my
say
man hits Garrus, dude.
you're not gonna save Rex, dog. Rex is a homie.
I did I say I hate Rex? I'm not trying to fuck Rex.
Wait, Gunner, have you played this? Have you played Mass Effect?
I played the second one,
Oh, well, he's not in the second one, so this is obvious.
but
I
I watched
the first one, I
I
swear.
watched the thing like the lore for because I didn't want to play the first one. I just wanted to play the second one. I've just played it for the multiplayer.
What
Or was
the
that
fuck?
was that the third one?
That's the third one.
So I just played it for. So I played the third one, and then I watched a lore for the first two. That's what it is.
I've
God.
never heard anyone say, "Yeah, I played Mass Effect for the multiplayer."
Hey, that was
The
fun.
one.
Man. It's like the alien zombies like survival thing. It was fun. It was a good time.
That's like saying, "Yeah, bro, I played Assassin's Creed for the fucking multiplayer."
the one game it had, and everyone's like, "The fuck is this shit?"
Hey, Assassin's Creed multiplayer, like not before. What was the one before Unity? Was it 3?
Black Flag.
Is it Black Flag? No,
Yeah.
it was.
From what I saw, Assassin's Creed multiplayer was just fucking like
you
you
just
were
go
in
around
hide and seek. It
stabbing
was
each
intense
other.
hide
Yeah.
and seek.
Shit was so much fun.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna say this, and I hate it because the only way to logically sell this to Chris is what he's told me about One Piece.
One Piece, yeah, I know where you're going with this. You gotta get through it
Like,
because the
like
first
I
100
get okay,
episodes.
I get it. It's I get skipping it, and I think this is where have been hesitant on skipping at One Piece is because there is a level of pride you take in saying I finished all of it.
Dude, it's so
It is.
bad.
Hey,
bro.
I'm gonna tell you what you told me when I said East Blue is hot ass cheeks.
It's cheeks. Yes, this is how I feel about the first one.
But it. I will tell you that it makes the end of the game, at least like the journey up to then, because the end. I think is very divided.
Can you tell me this? After I get through all this like basically prologue shit, right? Does it get better? Does it get better?
In the first game,
Yes.
once you get to the planet called I don't know where you are though, but like once you get to the planet called Vermeer, that's like that's like the first big choice you make that impacts the rest of the series.
Okay, so and how far is that into the game?
I don't fucking know. Where are you?
I have the three planets to go to track down Saren.
If you do those 3 planets, I think
It's after that.
It's the next planet that comes up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I've only got like 10 more hours of gameplay before I get to the good part. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds whack, but
Vermeer is how you try to sell me on Alabasta. Vermeer is Alabasta.
okay. So if Vermeer ends up not being as good as Alabasta was, I'm fucking skipping this game. I'm not gonna lie. I'm skipping the game if Vermeer sucks.
Okay, then I would just say research like the big choices you can make, and then because I think in the beginning of the second one it lets you pick.
Okay, I will do that then. Because this shit, it shit's a slog.
Daniel, as the resident Mass Effect lore keeper,
Yes.
what are your thoughts on Mass Effect Andromeda?
I haven't. It's almost like No Man's Sky and Battlefront 2, where like when they dropped it, it was garbage, and it did not capture like the spirit I thought of the first 3, which is hard because it's like, you know what I mean? It's like it basically was the equivalent of the first first big Star Wars trilogy you liked, and then the movie that came out after that, and you're like, this isn't what, you know what I mean?
Got you. Yeah.
So that's what it felt like, and it had a shit ton of bugs. Like it would crash. There was one point in the game where I could not go past a certain point because once I got to that cutscene, it would play, and at the same spot, it would just freeze on me, and I would have to turn my PlayStation off and then like reset it. And I tried like doing a new game, and it was that same spot. I reset the game like 4 times, and it did that. And I was like, okay, well, I can't play this. And then I think, and then it came out around the time when like DLC wasn't as big as it was. Like the idea of them fixing it wasn't as common of a thing. So it basically turned into a dead game, and you're like, okay. And now that we're in like 2022 and like everyone's fixing their games, it like got better. Just like with Battlefront when they just like made Battlefront 2 really good, and No Man's Sky where it just took them years to like fix all the damage that not even damage. It's just, I mean, for Andromeda was damaged, but so I think
kind of reminds me of the Street Fighter 5 what is it experience. On release, Street Fighter 5 was the hottest cheeks fighting game in the world, and now it's like, besides the crap netcode, it's really fucking good. So it kind of reminds me of that.
It's Street Fighter 5 is the Super Smash Bros. Melee of like this generation's like fighting games.
Melee's goated, dude. What are you talking about?
No, like after so many years, we're still playing like Street Fighter 5, and I'm like, okay.
How long has Street Fighter 5 been out? Let's see.
I mean, you can buy it for $5 at GameStop, so long enough for it to be out for that long.
Street Fighter 5 dropped in 2016. That's been 6 years. Yeah, but that's the same time as Tekken. Yeah, so Tekken 7 has been out for that.
It feels like it's been out for fucking ever.
Tekken 7's been out since 2015.
No, Street Fighter 5.
Street Fighter 5 was released in 2016.
Or am I thinking 4? I might be thinking 4.
Street Fighter 4 is still played. And so is Third Strike. Street Fighter Third Strike was.
I mean, you still have like Yipes like having Marvel vs. Capcom 2 tournaments. So I mean,
hey, free MVC2. Yeah, Third Strike was released in 1999, and it just got rollback netcode. So
you.
What do you mean you? Third Strike's goated, dude.
So where do we place Nickelodeon All Stars?
Whack.
Double S tier.
Oh no! Here's what I'm gonna say. This okay. Here's my question. Here's my real question.
Okay.
Okay, it's not my real question, but I just want to ask Chris. What would it take for All Stars, Nickelodeon All Stars to be good?
Add voice acting, add more costumes, make the controls less cheeks, make the gameplay more interesting. Take out infinites for some of the characters. Make the characters more balanced, dude. I could write a fucking essay on this. On why it's so bad, dude. Like,
so you're telling me you're not a Patrick mate.
I don't know if we have enough time, but I do have my actual question that I didn't write down, but I do have this.
Save it. We'll do it next week.
Okay.
Yeah. Finishing off the Mass Effect question. For the listeners out there.
Game's still trash.
For someone who's like Chris, and I only have time for one game. Which one do you recommend they play?
It's
1, 2,
right?
or 3?
Isn't 2 the goated?
Or
two. Honestly, 2 is so genius because it's literally its own standalone game.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can play 3, but so this is kind of spoilery, but it's not like game breaking. You can literally look this up and so Commander Shepard can die at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember like that was an option, and that made no fucking sense to me because I was like, "There's a third one coming out, so how can I die?" But like die like the game like cutscene shows me die. Not just like, "Oh, you ran out of health and died." Like in the game you die, and that's like the lore is you die. But the third game, the lore is that you're alive. So it's like a non-canon ending.
Got it.
But basically, it's like how you pick. I think I mentioned this. This is the famous suicide mission, and it's like you have to pick certain characters to like do certain things, and if you pick the wrong characters, like they die, and then by you losing those characters, it like lowers like this like score, and then basically if you like lose all your characters, you die at the end.
Jesus,
man, dude, I'm gonna fucking run it down on that mission. I'm gonna be so bad at it. I already know, dude. I somehow did because like every fucking RPG I play, dude, I swear I'll always choose the wrong fucking options. Like the only time I've ever picked the right options was with Witcher 3. Everything else, like Persona 4, dude, I fucking hardcore into that fucking thing. Like
I did that
picking who the murderer was, dude. I was like, yeah. Well, no, not who the murder was, but how you get to that part.
Oh, okay.
Because
I
there's like
think,
a build up. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but there's a build up to it.
Yeah.
And I entered the fucking decisions of that one.
Okay, good to know for that. But yeah, that's what I think, because 2 really does feel like a suit, like it literally, the 2 feels like the Suicide Squad. Like you're on a good, like a site, like a start, like if they did Rogue One ish.
Got it.
Which, so I would say 2. If you're gonna play any of them, 2 legitimately carries the series.
Well,
Dude, how have I forgotten that Rogue One exists? That was such a good fucking movie.
It was a good fucking movie.
Quality. Well, you heard it here first. Only play Mass Effect 2. Do not play any other
don't
game.
play Mass Effect 1
or
cheeks.
3.
Don't
or
let anyone
Andromeda.
tell you otherwise.
No, Mass Effect 2 only. You heard it here from Daniel first.
Yep.
But anyways, this is a good place to wrap it up. Next week, we're going to be talking about Demon Slayer, season 2, their Entertainment District arc. We're going to be talking about episodes 1 through 7. And then we're going to be going ahead and talking about the second half of Attack on Titan, along with tentatively. So, and at that point, Daniel, Chris, thank you for joining us.
Woohoo.
Any other comments?
Watch My Dress Up Darling. That shit is elite. No one's gonna talk about it, but that shit's elite.
Yeah.
Read Let's Play on Webtoons.
Got it.
And then Gunner should be excited because Ira Ferretta season 2 is coming out. So
also, Gunner's wrong when he says Komi-san is mid.
Oh, that is the dumbest fucking take I've ever heard.
It's mid, Gunner's it's mid.
Oh, Gunner, I'm gonna fucking hit you.
Doubling down, Doug. Listen, you know what? My issue was I started watching that, and then I started watching Blue Period at the same time, and Blue Period is just so much better.
Oh,
you know what? No, Chris, I'm gonna have to hurt a part of you to hurt Gunner, so I need you to hold on for this, okay? Gunner, I just want you to know the only people who agree with you are Chris's middle school students. So you basically have the taste of a bunch of dumb 12-year-olds.
No, a lot of my
Chris, shut the fuck up.
Saying, they all actually have a brain somewhere, like Komi-san or Komi. So
that's not the point.
Yes,
I'm trying to help you.
No, you're right. They do say some dumb things. Oh, Gunner.
Mid, East, Blue Period, S tier quality. Chef's kiss.
I mean, that I agree with. That's a great. Blue Period is fantastic.
Blue Period's
but
awesome.
Komi-chan is well done.
Komi-chan, listen, I'll give it another try.
No, I'm gonna say this. All
right, go ahead.
The Komi-san intro stands toe to toe with the Demon Slayer intro in terms of animation.
The intro's nice.
Like the animation, like art.
Oh, the
stands
art
toe to toe.
Just nice. Oh, I don't know about that, dude. Hang on.
Chris, shut the fuck up. You've lost your fucking. I try to help you, and you spit in my face.
You keep making some dumb fucking statements, dude. Like, not as dumb as Gunner's statements, but they're pretty dumb.
Nah, my statements are on point. Easy.
Nah.
Alrighty. Well, you heard it here first. We will continue this next week. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Chris, for joining us. And thank you if you've listened to this so far to this point. We appreciate you. If you could leave a like and a comment, you can like us on Facebook, like us on Instagram. We have this uploaded to YouTube and all places that you get podcasts from. So yeah, please let us know. You can also email us at gaifusforlaifus@gmail.com if you have any questions or
tell Gunner his takes suck ass.
Please tell me. I will respond with a
tell him why Komi could solve world hunger and wars.
Exactly. Agreed. There's not enough of it.
Exactly.
I just listen. You know what? I'm not gonna say none because it's the end of the episode. But alrighty, we'll catch you guys later.
Bye.
All right. Bye.